Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another chat with Castles, Capes, and Clones. We discuss everything in the Disney universe: Marvel, Lucasfilm, Pixar, the Muppets, etc., etc. If you are in the chat, if you would mind leaving us a comment to let us know that you're here, we would love that. And with that, I'm here with my cousin and co-pilot always, cousin Rich.
Hello.
How's it been going?
Going pretty good. Um, can't believe we're in November, but here we are.
Oh, right? It's crazy.
All right.
Crazy. God. What did you do for Halloween?
So I dressed up for Halloween yesterday.
Yeah.
Um, so like I don't know how many people work from home, but you know, being someone who works from home, I do a lot of you know video meetings.
Uh-huh.
And luckily, some of the platforms that you can do that on, you can change your background or whatever. So this is what I looked like yesterday. Yeah,
That's pretty cool. It looks like you are in a cockpit.
yeah.
Like it doesn't look like a background.
But you can kind of see that's my chair behind
Yeah.
me. But
Like
yeah, I was sadly. What's funny though, I was the only one dressed up, and
yeah,
I work
that's
for a very nerdy company. So,
yeah, that's
yeah.
sad.
But anyway, and then after work, I went to downtown Disney.
Hmm.
Um, just with a friend, and we just kind of walked around, and we caught some of the musical acts
Yeah.
over there. Like there was oh man, I can't remember the
That
real
goes
name, but there's like carolers. They call themselves the scarolers.
Yeah, the Scarolers.
Scarolers.
I've seen videos of him.
Yeah, they're really good. So we watched their set. There's a couple other acts that were there, but
Yeah.
this is me at downtown Disney, and there was a dude or somebody in that inflatable dinosaur
Dinosaur.
who's dancing away. We were watching this like band playing,
That's awesome.
but yeah, it was fun. Like downtown Disney, like we didn't have reservations for the park, but we
Uh-huh.
wanted to go and just hang out. And like when you're in downtown Disney during Halloween, there's a lot of people still dressed up, and a lot of the places in downtown Disney give out candy. So if you're trick or
Yeah.
treating,
Yeah, that's what I was gonna ask.
yeah. I mean, we didn't go trick or treating, but we saw the kids doing it. You know,
Yeah.
so there's still a lot of people there. Still a lot of people dressed up. Obviously, mostly Disney related stuff.
Hmm.
Um, so it was fun. I also bought my Magic Band.
Oh, nice. How much are they again? I forgot.
They're expensive.
Are they like
um,
expensive?
the plain ones are like $35. This
Oh,
one was
30.
like 40. This is like 45
Yeah.
with the
Does it
pink.
have design? What's the design? I can't see.
It's
Mickey?
Mickey. Yeah.
What other designs do they have?
Um. So the basic ones are the solid colors, but they only have white, black, blue, and lilac. But then they
Hmm.
have like Black Panther ones, some couple Star Wars ones. There's like a Disneyland specific one. There's a bunch. But like I just went with I kind of want a solid color one, but I wanted like red or orange or something or yellow.
I want the Black Panther one. I'm gonna get one when I go to Disneyland.
Yeah, I haven't been
I
able to use it
just
yet
want
though.
to test it out. Huh?
Huh? Yeah, yeah. I haven't been able to use it yet because I haven't been in the park. But
Oh,
there's a couple. So when you go, like, there's a stand. Well, I mean, if you go to the parking lot
hmm.
and go, it's like there's like a stand for them just before you get into the security.
Yeah.
But then they're World Disney. They got them, and then um, obviously in the parks. So
Mhm.
yeah, uh, I don't know if they have. I know, like I talked to some of the cast members because I was like, "Do you have any other solid color ones?" And like, not yet, but
Mhm.
just like Disney World, eventually they'll be everywhere, and then I'm pretty
Yeah.
sure, they become collector's items. Like special editions come out and whatever.
Right.
There's like weird because like how like some of the pricing they do it by color. Like this color pins are like this price. These color things are this price. There's 3 tiers of pricing for these bands.
Mhm.
So there's a more expensive one, but I didn't see any bands with that. So I don't know because there's like a $55 band,
Huh.
but I didn't see anything that was $55. So I don't know if there's like I don't know if anyone in Florida knows if there's like a super expensive one that like I don't know lights up and well these light up. Uh,
Yeah.
but I don't know what else it does. Read minds, project thoughts.
Mhm. That's cool. That's cool. You'll have to let us know how it works.
Yeah, I'll be there this weekend.
Okay,
So
cool.
so yeah.
That's cool. Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, I for Halloween just all weekend I had like different movies that I watched. Like
Yeah.
on Saturday I watched Legend of Sleepy Hollow, the first episode of Treehouse of Terror. Um I watched the WandaVision Halloween special,
Oh,
What If,
right,
Werewolf
right.
by Night. I love Werewolf by Night so much. Um, and then Sunday, I watched Frankenweenie and Frankenweenie, the original, like a live action one, and
Right.
Frankenweenie, the animated one. And I watched another Treehouse of Terror. And then um, Monday, I watched a Treehouse of Terror, um, Great Pumpkin, Charlie Brown, Beetlejuice. It's Little Shop of Horrors, and then 2 episodes of Dinosaur that were recommended by Disney Plus for
For
Halloween
Halloween.
fun, and an episode with the Muppet Show,
Mm.
of the Muppet Show with Vincent Price. So it
Oh
was fun
man,
all around. Yeah, that was very cool to
nice.
watch it. Yeah, this was the first year though that I didn't watch Hocus Pocus and Hocus Pocus 2 and Nightmare Before Christmas. So I kind of feel sad about that, but I only had limited
I
time.
mean, technically, Nightmare Before Christmas takes place after Halloween.
Yeah, I'm gonna watch it during Christmas for
Yeah.
sure.
I mean, I watched Hocus Pocus and Hocus Pocus 2 earlier in the month, so that counts.
Yeah,
Still Halloween.
that's what I figured. I said, well, I just recently watched these, and I haven't watched some of these other things.
Yeah.
So, anywho,
Right.
all right. Well, it looks like we have nobody yet. So I don't know what's happening, but
And day after Halloween.
yeah, day after Halloween, probably. Okay, well, let's start with the news. So we've got some Disney news. There was a Disenchanted trailer that came out, and I thought it looked really good. I'm really excited about it, and I'm glad that they finally gave what's her name, um, Adina Menzel
Denzel.
a
Yeah.
yeah, a singing role because she's like, I'll do does everybody right there, does everybody sing
Yeah.
in Andalasia, and yeah, I just think it looks fun.
It does. Like, I like the kind of twist on the
Yeah, I
story.
do too.
Yeah. And, I love Maya Rudolph, so I'm
My
looking forward to.
Maya Rudolph can do anything, and I will watch it. I will watch it. So
I feel like
yeah,
future Disney legend, Maya Rudolph.
I think so too.
Yeah.
I hope so. I
Yeah.
mean, she did the voice. She did the voice of Luca, and she's in this movie. So
He
why
was
not?
in Big Hero 6.
What do you think of the trailer?
I like um,
You
I'll
haven't
watch
seen
it.
it. You haven't seen the first one.
I saw the end of the first one, so I know
Yeah,
what happens. Like I know the story, I just haven't seen it.
yeah,
But this looks cool.
yeah. There's a lot of fun music in Enchanted, so I'm sure that they're going to
Yeah,
be a lot of fun music in Disney Giant. I can't wait to see it.
it looks good.
Yeah. All right, and then they had another trailer that they released for the Santa Clauses, and that's obviously a sequel to the Santa Claus movies. And Tim Allen's character, I think his name was Scott.
Scott
Uh,
Calvin.
yeah, Scott Calvin. That's right.
Yeah,
He wanted to retire, and something goes wrong,
of course.
and like he chooses the wrong person, but it doesn't really tell you who he
Yeah,
chooses.
that was gonna say, like, the trailer doesn't show you, I don't think, who
Yeah,
it is that took over, because I don't think he just retired and didn't have someone replace him. So
yeah,
um yeah, what's interesting is that this is a series, not a movie.
right. But I think it's a two. It's like a. I think I saw like it's a two episode.
That's the premiere.
Oh, the premiere.
The
Oh, that's
premiering with 2 episodes, kind of like how Andor started with 3.
yeah, yeah,
So
yeah.
it's not 2 episodes total, it's a 2 episode premiere.
Oh, okay. Yeah, that's gonna be interesting.
Yeah,
I guess it will run during all of Christmas, so
makes
that
sense.
should be fun.
Yeah, I like how they got the cast pretty much back.
Yeah,
Bernard is back because he wasn't in the last movie.
right.
Yeah,
Yeah, it looks fun to me. I like it.
I like the movies. Like even when like the first one is a little bit more quote unquote realistic, and then the other ones become this like crazy like fantasy.
Yeah, more fantasy.
Yeah,
Yeah, I the first one is definitely my favorite, but I do like the others.
yeah, I do like them.
Yeah, they're
So
definitely movies that I have to watch
yeah,
for
it's either
Christmas.
2 episode premiere is I think it said the 19th or something like that.
Nice.
But yeah,
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of good stuff coming in November. So, all right.
tis the
The,
season.
what? 'Tis the season. Yes,
Yeah,
exactly. So Shanghai is closed again. It closed yesterday for due to another outbreak of COVID-19. And
yeah,
yeah, it's sad
it's
that
crazy that
yeah,
they didn't. So if you were in the park, they wouldn't let you out.
that's what I heard.
That's so weird. Like unless you tested negative. So like, what if you were positive?
Yeah,
You just live in Disneyland.
I guess.
I'd be like, someone
I mean,
cough on me.
I wouldn't mind. I wouldn't mind staying at Shanghai Disneyland. Do you get unlimited rides on the Tron coaster and
Right.
Pirates?
Like
You know,
you've been to Shanghai, right?
yes.
Is there like a like how like is there a hotel built in the park?
I think there is. I think we didn't stay at the hotel, but I think it's
Right.
a Toy Story hotel
Hmm.
that's connected to the park. Kind of like how what is that called?
Like Paris
Grand
has.
Californian.
Uh, yeah. Yeah, because like my question is then if you test positive and you're in the park,
Mm-hmm.
because like I don't know if it's the same in China, but like if you test positive, you're supposed to quarantine yourself for a couple of days.
Yeah,
So what do you do if you
I don't
test
know.
positive? Do they put you up? Like, does Disney have to like put you up in a hotel?
I have no idea.
Do you sleep in the castle?
Yeah. Yeah, that would be fun. Sleeping in the
Yeah,
castle.
I think like the problem is like China kind of owns the internet over there, so like they scrubbed all footage and whatever of what was going on over there.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
so you know, I'm just curious how what happens if you are positive
yeah. I
in the
have no
park. Yeah.
idea.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Yay.
All right.
Excited.
Staying in Asia, Tokyo
Mm.
Disney Resort announced the names of the eighth port, which is Fantasy Springs, and they are inspired by Frozen, Tangled, and Peter Pan. So the Frozen one will be Frozen Kingdom, the Rapunzel one will be Rapunzel's Forest, and Peter Pan's will be appropriately named Peter Pan's Neverland. So yeah, I can't wait to see what this looks like
So you
because
like again, you've been there. What does it mean when they say this is a new port?
okay, so like like Disneyland has different lands.
Yeah.
Tokyo Disney Sea has different ports. So
Oh.
each will it's basically a land. So they have one Arabian coast that's a land. The Little Mermaid. I don't know exactly what they call that area, but that's if they call it the Atlantica or what. But that's a port. They got Delta River. Um, what is the name of the one in the middle? Mysterious Island or something like that. And then there's American. Oh, I forget the name of it. American something, but it's amazing. I mean, like whatever they do at Tokyo Disney Sea is amazing. I mean, if all the parks could be like Tokyo Disney Sea, it would be awesome. They just, I mean, they just do everything right there. It's
Mm.
crazy. I
So
mean, imagine a park with Cars Land like tenfold. So that kind of detail and all that jazz. It's
so
pretty
basically this
crazy.
announcement means they're this is like if they announce at Disneyland or like Magic Kingdom or whatever, hey,
Hmm.
we're adding not just one land, we're adding three.
Right.
Wow.
Yeah. Yeah. There. I guess but it will all be part of Fantasy Springs, which is the all around park, like the umbrella
Mm.
for that port.
So that means like do each of these the lands have like its own attractions and stuff, right?
Yeah. Yes.
So have they
They'll have like
announced what
attractions,
attractions?
restaurants. What?
Did they announce what attractions will be in these?
Well, I know there's a Rapunzel like boat ride, I want to say, and
Okay.
then I can't remember what they showed us in.
Oh, was that the D23 thing? So the
Yeah,
Frozen is that the word the Oaken something
I think it.
sleigh something?
I think that might be Hong Kong.
Okay, yeah,
Like everybody's doing a
Frozen
Frozen
thing, right?
thing, yeah, except for the United States. So
United States is like, it's in Norway.
we're like, oh yeah, whatever.
There's a ride in Norway.
Yeah, and I don't know what they're putting in Peter Pan's Neverland, but I mean, based on what they did in at Tokyo Disneyland
Yeah.
for Beauty and the Beast, I mean,
Uh,
that looks incredible. I mean,
yeah.
the animatronics and everything. So yeah, I totally dig it.
One day I will be
Yeah,
able to go.
yeah.
Hopefully.
It's so worth going to Tokyo Disney Sea. I mean, it really
Oh, that's the
is.
one I really like. That and Shanghai are the ones I like. Really want to go to. I mean, I do want to go to all of them. So, but I
Yeah,
think it's because like Shanghai's the newest, and then I keep hearing great things about Disney Sea. So it's like if I have to
yeah,
pick and choose, if I can't go, like
Yeah, I
Oh,
mean Shanghai. I would wait until Zootopia opens because Shanghai is really cool, but it's like still lacking on some levels. But it's got like amazing attractions,
right.
like the pirates. The pirates is amazing. And Tron is amazing, um, and they got this really cute boat ride that goes through scenes from the different princess movies and um, like Tim Burton Alice in Wonderland maze, and then this one area where you climb and do like different things. So yeah, I mean, and
Yeah.
then they got like usually. I mean, I got to see it during the summer show. Um, there was a summer show in front of the castle, and boy, do you get wet. I mean, there was one
Hmm.
moment I had managed to watch it twice without getting wet, and then the third time, I don't know if somebody told them to do it, but I got hit on all sides. Two people threw buckets of water at me, and there was a water cannon at my back.
Is this a ride or is this like a
No, it was just
show?
a show. It was a show, but people like they had dancers and things going through the audience and
Uh,
like throwing water on you or squirting you with water guns or they had water
yeah.
cannons. So it was pretty fun though because it was hot anyway, so I didn't mind getting wet. Like it was
Okay.
so hot, so it was kind of like cooling to get totally soaked. Although,
Nice.
man, walking around in shoes that are soaked is not fun.
Yeah, I can't. I don't remember the age I stopped liking getting wet at theme
Yeah.
parks. When I was younger, I was all about it. Like I always go to the water attraction, just get
Oh, yeah.
wet. And then all of a sudden, at some point, I was like, I don't like the feeling of wet shoes and socks and clothes and jeans.
Yeah. I don't mind it, like, if it's just my face and my shirt or whatever. But when it comes to my socks, that's when I'm like, yikes.
Yeah,
So, anywho,
but
yeah. All right. Moving on to Lucasfilm. There was a Willow special look that came out this week with a poster, and again, I think it looks fun. I think it really has the spirit of the movie. Don't you?
see, the problem is I don't remember the movie. It has been so long since I've seen it. I know I remember I saw it,
Yeah,
um, but I kind of wanted to wait until probably before this comes out to watch it again, so that it's fresh.
yeah.
And I haven't
That's
seen
what
it
I
yet
watched it. I
recently.
watched it like a couple of months ago.
Oh, okay.
Um, and for the first time, like since I think it came out. And I forgot. It was a really good movie. Like it's a very 80s fantasy film.
Yeah,
You know what I mean? Like Dark Crystal-ish
yeah, yeah.
labyrinth kind of thing. But I I really like it. So I can't wait for Will. And did we know that it was coming out November 30th?
I think so. I don't know
Oh,
if November 30th, like the date, but I knew it was coming out in November.
yeah. Well, November 30th is the date. So
Yeah, so
it's very cool.
it looks good. I like this look had a little more with the characters.
Hmm.
Um, you know, I think it looks fun.
They have Tony Revolori or whatever the name is who plays Flash from Spider-Man in there. That's the only one
Oh
I
yeah,
recognize.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Well, Erin, I can't remember what her last name is, but she played Flag Smasher and Emphas Nest
Oh,
is in this
okay.
movie
Yeah.
or
Well,
a
that's
show. Yeah.
yeah, the show. Yeah. It'll be nice that it's a show. Okay, so let's move on to Marvel. There's a lot of Black Panther stuff, Wakanda Forever stuff that came out over the weekend. Or not weekend, but over over the week. There were like several clips that came out that, I mean, like, everyone just looks so amazing to me. This
Yeah,
one is really dark. It's where we learn that Namor pronounces his name Namor, and I'll get to that in a minute. But yeah, the uh, he just looks incredible. I mean, God, I can't wait for this. And the water one, where they're like fighting, they're like saving people in the water.
hmm
And it's like so crazy, like just so well done.
yeah,
Um, and then the one with Ironheart was a lot of fun as well. That was with Okoye and Shuri, um, watching. Trying to get her to come to Wakanda. So I just that one made me curious because I thought that she was from Wakanda, but it looks like she's not from Wakanda. She's from the United States, and they bring her to Wakanda.
yeah,
So that's kind of cool.
yeah. I never thought she was from Wakanda. I
Um,
thought she was part of that science thing that Shuri was in charge of at the end of Black Panther.
yeah,
So
that's where well, that's where I'm wondering,
yeah,
is
because I think
she
she's supposed to be
part of
from Chicago.
Yeah, because the thing is she looked like she was like had never seen these people ever, and
Yeah,
I would imagine that a STEM program run by Wakanda, I mean, that you'd see some of this culture. Um, so yeah, I don't know. It's a mystery, but a mystery that I'm loving. I'm loving that the movie doesn't really give. I mean, the clips didn't really give anything away. I mean, yes, you can see that. Um, I forget the name of what. They're not Atlanteans. They're something else.
yeah.
Um, and yeah, forget what they're called. But anyway, that there's a war between them and Wakanda, and yeah, it's very interesting.
Like I don't think it's as clear cut as that.
The what?
I don't think it's as clear cut as there's a war between the two. There's obviously a conflict, but there I don't think it's not
Yeah,
what it looks like.
yeah, that's what I'm thinking too. Like, I think that they're going to come to an understanding or something. But yeah, I'm here for the ride. I everything looks amazing from those clips and all the trailers. And I almost don't want to watch anything more, but I know I can't. I cannot resist it. Like, I'll be like, oh, okay, I gotta watch it. But all these clips were from they're doing the press circuit,
Yeah.
and so some of them were on Jimmy Kimmel, some of them were on something else. Good Morning America, I think.
Yeah.
Um, so yeah. But I guess initial reactions have come out, and they look like they're. I mean, I didn't see a bad review, or not bad. Reviews won't come until the 8th, but I haven't seen a bad reaction. And I heard some people say they liked it even more than the first. So that's going to be big shoes. But again, I'm here for it.
Yeah, I just saw that it's going to be a very. I mean, we can tell already that was going to be. It's going to be very emotional.
Very emotional. Yeah, that's the one thing that I've heard is
Yeah,
that
and
very emotional, but in a tasteful way. Like
right.
it's not like done, like they have to do it or whatever. and it's like, he really died. I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, and I think I. I'm just getting set to cry. I know that I'm going to cry during this movie.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah,
much.
yeah,
Um, but yeah, like from now on, I'm on a media embargo myself. Like I
yeah.
won't watch. I almost didn't watch these.
Well, that's what I was like. I wonder if Rich is going to watch these because I know you don't like to watch um, stuff before. I mean, you have a cutoff point, and
Yeah,
that's what I was saying. Is that I wish I could do a cutoff point, but I just know myself. I will click on that link.
yeah,
So
yeah. But from now on, I mean, it's only 10 days till it comes
yeah,
out.
I'm
Uh,
definitely going to avoid spoiler
yeah,
views. Like I don't want to know what happens. I just want like I'll probably watch some non-spoiler reviews, but I won't watch spoiler reviews.
but
Yeah.
you just have to also be careful what you're looking at on the internet because people will sneak it in because people are weird.
Yeah, I know. I hate that.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Well, as I said, Namor to Namor. Um, executive producer Victoria Alonso. She's like worked on pretty much every Marvel Studios film and television show. She said that they changed the pronunciation so that it would be uh, El Niño Sin Amor, which means the boy without love. And I think that's interesting, and I like that. Um, especially because they're making him distinctly Latino or whatever, and I think that that's interesting. I like that. I like that. It's going to be difficult for me to change my pronunciation because I've for 50.
Well, even now, you kind of still it's Namor.
Yeah, Namor, Namor.
Yeah.
So, but
Which
I think
I'm
that's
like,
cool.
if you read it, it kind of makes sense that it's pronounced Namor.
Yeah, yeah, it does. So,
Like, there's
uh,
nothing that really indicates that it should be pronounced Namor.
yeah, true.
If you're looking at it grammatically, like, there's no indication that the A is a long A.
Yeah, it's just the way that people
Have
in
said it.
general have said it. Yeah.
It's fine.
So, yeah,
I
it's
mean, it
very
makes it fit within like the Aztec slash Mayan kind of roots that it looks like
right.
it's taken from.
That's one of the things that I'm really interested in finding. Like I'm interested in learning about this new culture,
Yeah.
and I know Ryan Coogler. I mean, he does a great job with um, this kind of building building culture, and I think there was a reason why he specifically chose Tenoch Huerta to play Namor.
Uh,
Um,
so,
yeah.
like it's cool that the first Black Panther brought in all this African culture, right?
Hmm.
It's not based on one; they've taken from a whole
Different
bunch,
cultures. Yeah.
and now he's bringing in the kind of Southern American culture.
Hmm.
Uh, Again, like taking from a lot from the ancient like Aztecs and Mayan things.
Hmm.
So I'm looking forward to seeing what this movie brings and then what effect it has on the MCU going
Yeah.
forward. And if they will say the word mutant in it.
I know. Yeah, that's going to be interesting because he is a mutant.
Yeah, because the name, like they said, like the boy without love. I mean, that can mean because he is different. He looks different than the rest because he's looks semi normal,
Mm-hmm.
whereas all the other Atlanteans or whatever they're called are blue. He can breathe on land, whereas looks like the others have to have that face mask thingy.
Yeah.
And again, like in canonically in comics, he's the first mutant
Yeah.
introduced. So there's a lot of things that separate him from even his own people. So
Right. Right.
I
I
kind of
mean,
like
he's the only like non-blue Atlantean.
non-blue.
Yeah. So I'm just curious as to how that happened. Like, I'm just really curious. Oh, look, we have Susan and we have Alec and Pete in the
Hello.
audience. We were just talking about Black Panther, and how just talking about the clips and how the initial reaction was really good. And now we're talking about how executive producer Victoria Alonso said they changed the name from Namor to Namor, um, so that it would mean El Nino sin amor, or the boy without love. And so we're just chatting about that. So thank you for joining us.
Hello, hello.
I know I am too. I'm
We
like,
all are. Yeah.
yeah, I can't wait. Like, it just looks so good. And yeah, there's one clip. I know, Allie, you had talked about uh, the villain being named Kukla Khan. But there's a clip that we showed where he says his people call him Kukla Khan, but uh, his enemies call him Namor.
Mhm.
So that's interesting. Because Namor is his actual name. I mean, Namor, it's not his actual name, but that's the way that everybody's been pronouncing it for the last, I don't know, 80 years. So, um, but yeah, yeah, Susan, um, yeah, I know it's hard. That's what we were talking about. Rich doesn't like to. He puts an embargo on himself, while I can't help myself. But I won't watch spoiler reviews. That's my only thing. But yeah, there's a lot of interesting things. So moving on, uh, there's going to be a spin-off, another spin-off series of WandaVision called Vision Quest. And it's about basically the Vision, who is the White Vision. Paul Bettany is playing it. He's trying to regain his memory and his humanity. And they said that Elizabeth Olsen may appear in the series.
I
I
feel like
hope
she would
that
have
she
to.
does.
Like they're
Huh?
so tied together in the MCU that
Yeah,
I'm sure she will.
I'm sure that she. I'm sure she will too. I mean, that was a twist that we didn't know about, and
Like I didn't see it coming like as his own series, but I knew we would have to address it at some point.
yeah, I mean, he can't just like fly away and then we never see the Vision again.
Yeah, that means they
Um,
had a plan at some point, but I didn't know if they meant like at some point we'd see him in another movie or in Agatha, the Coven, whatever
yeah,
it's called, or
out of chaos.
like Kevin Feige's been kind of like dodgy about Scarlet Witch. Like,
Yeah,
oh, we didn't really see her die.
yeah, he's like, oh, I saw a red flash.
Yeah,
The I mean, he also did say that there are a lot of storylines they haven't touched on.
yeah.
So, I mean, I'm thinking that She's definitely going to return, but at what moment we don't know. Oh, Meg is here. Hi, Meg. How
Hello.
are you? Um, I hope she does. I was wondering where his character went, especially when he wasn't in the multiverse. Yeah, it's interesting. So I guess they have plans for these characters, and I think sometimes we just have to trust them. Um, and I think the fourth phase four was really about setting up characters that we didn't know before,
Yeah.
and um, and storylines that will reverberate in future episodes. I mean, the future movies and television shows. And I think as we start the phase five with Ant Man and the Wasp Quantumania, I really think that it's going to take off.
Yeah, it's where like all the threads will weave together, I think.
Yeah, Meg is playing Mass Effect 3 video game. Oh, Mass Effect 3 video game. Ooh, you must know that, Rich.
I do know that. Still one of my favorite. I don't know if you can see it. This right here is an Omni Blade
Hmm.
from Mass Effect. It lights up.
Look at that.
But yeah,
Yeah. Cousin Rich is our video game expert because he works in that industry.
I do. I did.
Huh?
Currently I'm not, but I have been in
Oh, yeah, that's right. You're working
Disney. Like
for a.
over a
What?
decade, I've been in video games.
Yeah.
And now I work
Play
for
role playing games.
yeah, more in Dungeons and Dragons world and stuff like that.
Yeah. I have an Omniblade for cosplay. It doesn't light up though. Aww.
This is I
Meg
got it
does
from
amazing cosplay.
yeah, I got this one from BioWare's website like a
Yeah.
year or so ago, I think.
Yeah.
Can't remember. I used to have an inflatable one. I think I got it from Comic Con or E3 or something.
Right.
But yeah, it's amazing.
All right. So Wonder Man. This is another series that I didn't know was coming for some reason. I mean, it sounded like they announced it in June, but I don't remember it.
There were rumors of it.
Yeah. So I guess it's firm, and because they officially announced that Yahya Abdul Mateen the second, and I at first said I have no idea who that is, but when I looked him up, he's done a lot of prolific roles. But I know him mostly from playing Black Manta in DC's Aquaman movie. So he is going to be cast as Wonder Man. And Wonder Man in the comics he was at first a villain with iconic powers. Like when I say iconic, I mean like ions. Like his body was made of ions, and he could project this energy. And but then he came to the side of the angels and joined the Avengers. And he's an actor in Hollywood. Um, and Shang-Chi's director, Destin Daniel Cretton, he's going to be the executive producer. And Andrew Guest, who's mostly known for his comedy work on things like 30 Rock and Community, he will serve as showrunner. But remember, the Russo brothers also came from comedy. So it doesn't necessarily mean that it's going to be a comedy. It just means that he's got comedic chops. So
Yeah.
that's gonna be
So
interesting.
Wonder Man does have ties to Vision, so I wonder if there's going to be some crossover
Yeah,
there.
I wonder that too.
But
I need more crossover. That's really like I'm glad that Ironheart is going to be in Black Panther because you get that kind of crossover.
yeah,
Yeah.
um, but yeah, I feel like it's going to focus on the fact that because like what's cool about the MCU is that the people who live in the MCU, it's kind of like the superheroes in this world are celebrities, right?
Hmm.
Here we have a superhero, kind of like Titania in She-Hulk. She's like an influencer, but she's got
Yeah.
like
She was
superpowers. Wonder Man has all these powers, but he's an actor. So I'm
yeah.
pretty sure like in this world he's playing superheroes in movies in a superhero world,
Right.
right? So I feel like it's going to be one of those like probably not like fourth wall breaking like She-Hulk, but it's going to be kind of meta in
Yeah.
that,
That's true.
it's another kind of look at how this universe is from the viewpoint of people who live in it,
Hmm.
right? As someone who is well, super powered, we don't know what they're going to do with him, but who is an actor. So it's like a real life kind of job.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I'm looking forward to see what they're going to do with this. I think it's kind of funny that we brought in the actor from Aquaman, Black, and not even just anyway. It's like Black Manta.
Yeah, Black Manta. He made Black Manta. I was surprised. He's like won a lot of awards and everything, but I just didn't know his name.
I think he
So
was in Watchmen. He
yeah,
was,
he was in The Watchmen,
yeah,
and he was on a couple other movies that I can't remember what their names are, but I have heard of them. So I was like, oh gosh,
yeah, yeah.
I don't know what's his name. So I need to like be able. I have a hard time connecting people with their names. I'm bad with names, like really bad with names. Um, and anyway, yeah, so that's cool. I'm excited for this Wonder Man show, and to see what they do with it. They've teased him, like his existence. Um, like I know that James Gunn had Nathan Fillion do a poster um, as Simon Williams is his name,
Yeah.
his real name, and I don't think that it was actually shown.
No, it was cut. Like,
Yeah, it was
or it
cut.
wasn't. They never did it. But like, that's why I think there's rumors that there was a Wonder Man being worked on.
Yeah,
Um, but yeah,
I think it's cool that they decided to go colorblind casting on him. Um, but I just want him to wear the sunglasses and his Wonder Man suit.
I wonder if they're going to make a callback to his first outfit, which
Yeah,
is really ugly.
yeah,
I want to say it was like greens and like orange, or
yeah.
it's a
They
really
really,
weird, super weird looking outfit.
yeah. Back in the day, they always had a. They always used colors like really like the Falcon was green and orange as well. Like he, his look was entirely different. So yeah, they always did crazy colors back then.
Yeah.
Okay, so the final story, 20th century. Um, Avatar will have a runtime of 3 hours and 10 minutes. So go to the bathroom before you watch this movie.
Don't don't drink anything.
Like I'm on dialysis, so I don't go to the bathroom very often. So
I mean, it's not like I haven't sat through a 3 hour movie, but good lord.
yeah. I'm just curious. I mean, I'm actually very curious about Avatar now. Like, I was not for it before. Yeah, Meg. Well, I think we'll all need an intermission. I don't know if I can. I mean, like, I can sit in a chair for a while, but then the chair starts becoming uncomfortable. I need to stand up. Like in the middle of the movie, I just stand up. That would be
Just
funny.
you should just stand up in the
To
middle of
me,
the movie and do the Citizen Kane clap from Orson Welles
yeah,
for no apparent reason. It's like
yeah. I'm just gonna in the middle of the film just do that. But I'm actually excited about Way of the Water. Uh,
I'm curious. Is what I am.
yeah, I'm curious. Yeah, that's more the word. Is I'm curious about it. I think
Yeah.
it looks incredible. You know,
Yeah. I mean,
so
James
the visuals
Cameron
are really good.
is a visionary, but
Hmm.
I'm not dying to see this. Like, I don't know if I'll watch it like opening weekend.
I'll probably watch it opening weekend.
I might
I
wait.
like to go. I like to go um, around, around people who are really excited to see a film,
Hmm.
because the energy is different from when you go when there's nobody in the audience. Um, and Yeah, because I remember when I watched Infinity War. I remember that somebody in the audience, like everybody was quiet, like there was silence, and then this guy said, "Is everybody okay?" Because like it's like, what just happened? What
What?
what just
What?
happened?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. So anyway, yeah, that's it. All right. Well, we have come to the end of our podcast. Cousin Rich, do you have anything that you would like to share before we leave?
Only that I don't know if we can call this a podcast anymore, but I don't know what to call it.
I don't know what to call it.
It's our
Our
show,
our live
our
show.
live show.
Yeah.
Um, so, not otherwise, no.
Okay.
Um,
No, you don't have to have anything. I'm just wondering.
I'm trying to think. I'm in kind of like it's November, so obviously like Thanksgiving's coming up, so I'm the cook, so that's now in my purview. But then also my birthday is that weekend. You're coming up with your sister, so looking
Yep.
forward to that. There's a pretty big group of us that are going to be at Disneyland.
Yeah.
I think there's
I
like
can't
10.
wait.
I think there was like 10 of us going.
Yeah.
I'm trying to plan out what I want to do, um, ride wise and stuff. So
I just have to see all the Wakanda stuff. That's my number one goal. That's why I go 2 days.
yeah,
So I can do one
I
day
mean
where
we'll be there the day before also. This myself, Ryan, and our niece, Cassiana, but we don't have an agenda. But but on my birthday, the 20th was my birthday celebration. I
yeah.
do kind of have a loose agenda, and then we have a big lunch thing.
Nice. Did you manage to land the lamplighter?
No, it's the wine country Trattoria.
Tutorial.
Only because it's like um because we had to make two separate reservations for the size party we have.
Oh, that's so funny.
So we're gonna have to. Someone needs to go over there as soon as we can and go over there and be like, we would like to combine these two
By our
reservations.
powers combined.
Yeah. Um. Yeah, it's weird. Like, it's hard to make a reservation for more than like 6 people.
That's so weird. I mean, they have to open up something that I mean, people celebrate things there all the time,
Yeah,
and
it's
with
just
more
like
than six people.
it's just like they allow you to choose that many people, like more than 6 people on the online thing.
Yeah,
It just rarely do you actually find a table.
yeah,
Um, so I had to call, and even then they're like, "Well, you would have to split that group up." But I'm like, "Can we just sit close together?
yeah,
Maybe."
yeah.
Um,
I mean, I think yeah, that would be
yeah, and then
a thing.
just for you and your sister, the theme is Marvel.
Oh, that's right. Okay, I usually
Like,
have Marvel shirts, so
like you, I'm not worried about.
yeah, yeah. I'll have to
Just,
remind Olivia. I mean, I'll have to tell Olivia because I forgot to tell her.
yeah, and
So
it's not like elaborate, like dress up as somebody. It's wear
yeah, it's
a
just like a
shirt.
Marvel shirt or something.
Yeah,
Yeah, I can't wait.
yeah, yeah. It should be fun.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Well, that is it. If you aren't currently subscribed to our channel, we'd love it if you would do so. Hit that bell for notifications and do like this post, as it really does help us out. And with that, we will see you later. Bye.
Yep. Catch y'all on the flip side.